What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And excuse me, y'all, I'm still coming through some sinus, cold thing to get jig, whatever, with this lovely spring, winter weather. So, y'all, just if I'm coughing and stuff like that in this video, just warning you in advance, I'm just letting y'all know. So, let's get this going with this another filler episode. Sorry, I'm just going by this because we had some singing in this thing. And, yeah, so I'm reviewing the Real Housewife of Atlanta, season 16. Yeah, I said it wrong, but I mean, yeah, 6. My bad. Episode 30,008. Yeah, that's about it, right? I'll put the description down thing below. And I mean, even we see the previews of next episode, we still I'm trying to get this out the way and watch Mary Madison give y'all that, because I will be reviewing that show as well. Okay, so. Anyways, y'all, shout out to my YouTube family, shout out to my older new subscribers, and if you're not subscribed, click down the description button below and like, share, and comment. Even though, sorry y'all, I've been the last couple weeks, I've been very, I don't get to my comments. I'll read all your comments, but I don't get to my comments like I should be doing, so forgive me, y'all. But yeah, let's get through this damn filler episode. Don't we want to end to get to reunion episode? Okay, let's get Portia out the way. She's in the studio with an imperfection song. That's bad. I can't sing worth a shit. I already know that. But I'm just saying is that, here we go. She has found herself. Now, here she is. Now, she's supposed to be her lead. Yeah, she has the lead, right, of the show. But yet, we see her, and she's in the for pursuit. Now, she already signed a contract. I mean, she's in the studio, I meant to say. Now, she's in the studio singing and stuff, or her attempt. I mean, she can sing good sometimes, but it was just, I heard a couple flat lines in this song, okay? And, Candy comes in, and as soon as she comes in, or something like that, something, y'all heard that, right? Sound like the Affleck being choked and strangled and shit in the background. I mean, it was just, okay. Lord, see, I shouldn't have done that. See, I know I was wrong. Ugly. That was not ugly. That was ugly. Something to say, okay? So, anyways, Candy's talking to her. It turns out again she's been missing rehearsals, and she's claiming that Lauren, her assistant / her sister, she didn't get the schedule for November or something like that, some excuse. So Candy and her, I think, meeting another time, and it turns out that, yeah, she was supposed to meet for this, because it's like dingbat number 1, number 2. I hate to say that, but I mean, ding, 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 bat. Her sister was like, once it was like, because, Candy's like, here's Portia trying to say to Candy, like, I'll come in, but she's trying to take another day off or 2 and stuff like that, and Candy's like, no, we can't do that. And so Portia's trying to claim, like, well, your people have to have communication. They could all have Lauren on speaker. And then she gonna sit here and say some comment like, yeah, well, I did, hold on, let me check my email. And, I did see that, I did get it on 21st about November, but I just didn't open up and then having the pop-up window separate or some mess, okay, y'all? So, can't just like, you see one here, Poach just looking, dazed and confused. Okay, we'll leave that blank. And that's pretty much it. Then we see the scene where they're doing rehearsals, or like starting like on stage and doing the rehearsals, I guess. And Portia finally popped up, the stage director, because yeah, Candy was already getting, I think stuff from the stage directors about her not being here, and she should be here. She was, Taiwan trying to call her was always a problem where they're saying, like I said, this thing where she wasn't getting the correct information supposed from her people. But ding, 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 bat number 2 was not doing what she's supposed to do as far as being her assistant, okay? Probably was up there playing Candy Crush or something. Anyway, so the stage ready to put on the side. So this was like towards the last scene. Like, come here, baby. You okay? Yes, I'm okay. Yes, so she's basically talking and, Portia's like, I do a good job, blah, 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 on the stage to make sure. Are you going to be here for performances? Are you going to be doing this? So Portia claims that she's going to stick to what she's supposed to be doing, and that's that. And we just end with Portia saying Phaedra's only there in the bonus scene that they have in between transitioning to the last 1/3 of the episode, okay? Um, and her and Apollo, she's getting ready to graduate. And it's supposed to be happy time. She's happy about to have more time with her family and stuff like that. And he's staying in the pottery, creating some pottery, and trying to do that scene from Ghost with Patrick Swayze, God rest his soul, and Demi Moore is the famous scene. Oh my dog, y'all remember with the clay, and that's that. Let's get with the Kenya thing real quick. Now Kenya, I mean, I know some people are not animal lovers, dogs lovers, stuff like that, but I mean, it is pretty sad. Be honest with you, that not only did her dog die, but as far as to a certain extent, she actually seen the dog in the mouth of another dog in the middle of attack. Actually watching the dog, being attacked, and unfortunately, the dog died at the hospital. But the scene, as I can understand, being sad. The auntie was saying, because she was crying, so her dad had subtitles due to all the time she was talking. And the auntie was basically saying, well, maybe God was saying it was time to go and stuff like that. Because Kenny's just like, I don't know what to do now and stuff like that or whatever. And then the auntie's basically saying, like, well, maybe it's God trying to keep it signed to have it open for you, for someone else in your life and stuff. So she's going through that. And she's thinking about, she's going to have a memorial for Velvet. I think the auntie her agree. So we have, she meets up with Candy and Cynthia, meet up with Kenya. And Kenya decides to just say she wants to keep between them, to invite them to the memorial, because she said Candy and Cynthia's so kind. I guess now Candy's back on her good side, because I could have sworn she was making direct comments about both Phaedra and Candy. But okay. And so she's basically inviting Memorial, because they're sad, and they're trying to hope they hug her sort of once they realize, and she tells them about, God rest, what's that, her dog's name, Velvet Soul, and stuff. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but just keep it real, that is kind of sad, especially love, as I never had fish. I had a pet with goldfish, but So, she's having Memorial, but they, Cynthia asks her, she want to bring other girls. She's just like, And so that kind of ends the scene. Now let's get into quickly with the whole thing with Cynthia and Peter. With Peter, we all know is good, that sometimes he has the silver or less than silver touch or aluminum foil touch cuss with sometimes with these businesses. At least even what even Cynthia said her own self. So now she comes to Peter's and his part where the bar one is to talk about how she's seen the stuff in this blog about how possibly this place can foreclosure. And then him being the person that usually sometimes should be telling her stuff, that he should be telling her, he wants to keep it from her. Or wait until it already has passed. It's like buying a car or buying this and whatever. And so Peter decides to tell her, yeah. So, I mean, this has happened sometimes before. You rent property for somebody, and then the landlord sometimes doesn't pay, then, that's why you make sure you keep your receipts. And so it's one of those situations I think he was saying something about those lawyers straighten it out, but still, even though the person's paying and showed proof that he was paying it, the place still, and I guess the property might not foreclose. Not just his property, but also Cynthia's property, because I guess he bought it, rented, I forgot. She wants to eventually buy it, but they ain't got money to buy it. They can only rent for now. So, of course, Cynthia's mad about, we always are sitting here, got to move and go somewhere else and stuff like that. I don't want to start over. But, of course, Peter's assured, like, well, we have to start with maybe fuck with this place, but we can go somewhere else. Okay, next scene. So, in other words, they still don't know. Cynthia meets and talks to him again and stuff like that. So, they're still supposed to meet, but like I said, as usual, Cynthia shouldn't have to find out at least in hint and ideas of blocks. He got this a month ago, but like I said, this is a repeated pattern here with Peter with this stuff. Now, it was wrong with Miss Neely with her bitch ass comment and stuff like that, whatever she would call him. But at the same time, it's like Peter, when it comes to certain stuff, he should be telling Cynthia, or should be saying, and this is messed up, I'm just saying. So it's just still pending there about staying there. If they decide not to take, I think the landlord said something about they're going to move possibly foreclosure. So they may stay on that place, go all day, whatever. Okay. Woo, Lord. Last part we want to talk about, and congrats, Candy and Todd are officially now married. Oh, I know they're not going to show anything because, Candy did get a spinoff special, so I may actually watch hers. Who knows? I don't know, but yeah, they did get married this Friday. And I know, speaking of people getting married, congrats to Minority Prody. Also know her government name is Courtney. She's getting married this Friday, so congrats to you, hon. She's one of my YouTube cousins on here. But yes, she's getting married on April 11th. Also, check her feature channels. She's also subscribed to her channel as well. So, yeah, but she's taking a break, which I don't blame her. Get married, have a good time, you know what I mean? Enjoy. So, yeah. So, she, on the other hand, with this now, Candy decides to listen to Todd and have a counseling session with this family counselor, and she's saying this is a different body because they tried counseling one time when God was to so that guy, AJ, her ex-fiance, they tried doing that. So he comes over there, and the mom comes because Candy admits that they haven't really been talking ever since, when she trying to set up Todd and stuff like that in pictures. And, it's kind of like the same pictures probably he took when we seen the pictures. What was it? Peter, and, what's it? Kirk, Rashida's husband, whatever, had at a party when Apollo there was well. And it was a stripper or something. Candy already knew that was about to happen. But, I mean, it was just all the pictures that she was trying to... I'm just saying. But, yeah, after the official setup, they meet, and the counselor's like, because Candy first talked to the man before he got there, before Mama Joyce got in, right? And he sat there, and she basically was admitting like she's trying to respect her mom. She's 37 years old, but the conflict she's dealing with between her man and her mom. And then he's like, okay, well, why? Basically, I go to swear and say some of the lines like, well, why the heck you gotta do all this and do this approval thing, whatever? And you're 37 years old. Like I say, you're 37 years old. And you have to do this. And you have to do this. Oh, Lord. Jeez, I hope y'all probably might have to spray y'all screens with Lysol. I'm sorry. So, anyways, y'all. So when the mom gets here, he decides to do this tactic. Because since we're seeing where it's also, we can clearly outside, looking in, can see on the TV screens that if you put that situation together where there's like an unhealthy attachment, we already know if she's trying to talk and say something, she may not mean what she wants to say, and the mom may control what she says. You know what I'm saying? So he's basically like, okay, you know what? I just want to talk to Mama Joyce or something. Mama Joyce cousin, okay? We'll come back. You come back in 5. I don't think he said anything like that. But So here's Mama Joyce basically saying, because he's like, okay, it seems to be problems that you have a problem with, Candy's relationship or whatever, engagement to this guy. And she's going everything from trying to say like, oh, well, she's gained 30 pounds and he had a good job at first and then he left his job and he's to be with a millionaire. But, even, I was looking at, an angle, looking at the therapist, counselor, still same field, But he's even kind of looking like, oh, I already know how this is. This seems to be the child. The mom won't let go of the child, for whatever reason. So, adult child, whether that. So, she's all trying to excuse like, well, Candy. Well, then when she starts saying, well, Candy's didn't have a father figure in her life and all this other stuff. And I think along them lines, okay, she always had her, I think it's my brother, but I think she was so tied to. But what I'm saying, she was just trying to make it seem like it's Candy's fault that she keeps getting these wrong men and stuff. It's really almost making it seem like the problem lies with Candy, not with her. And so he even asked, like, well, how do you know how does the relationship? And she honestly said, well, I don't know because I don't be around him. And he's like, did you ever have one-on-one with Todd? Like you having me right now, and we showed the priest where she's like, ain't no mountain high enough to get me off your ass. Okay, so that's pretty much the part that they went to. But then he's kind of saying, like, I think he was getting into letting her know, like, well, how can you tell about a person you don't even be around him, give him a chance, basically. So, a little bit after, here go Candy sliding back into the area. Is it okay me come in, is what you're saying. And so, he basically was like, he let him know, like, because a lot of problems you can't solve with one business. I'm sorry. You can't. I'm, even phobias, anything. So, he let it be known, like, you know what? I hope to meet with y'all in the future. Next Wednesday. Whether it's with you, both of y'all, whatever, hopefully, and all 3 of y'all, but I do want to continue, okay? That's code for right. Oh, this ain't gonna be fixed in one setting. You can't put a band-aid on, big ass gash and stuff. You can say all that, but you know what I mean. So, yeah. So the last scene was, Portia. Like I said, Portia made her thing, came there, and then Mama Joyce is, because this is the part where I guess we're talking about the mom that had Shirley. Shirley Murdoch. I hope I'm saying that lady's name out. As we lay, living that one of the legends as well. And it's really about the scene where Candy was like, she's hoping her mom doesn't get offended about it because, they're starting to rehearse, so I get ready to go. And Don Juan's sitting to the mom, Dom, and he is too much. Because as soon as they had the part, Shirley Murdoch's part with the playing the mom role in this play, was basically saying, like, you don't talk to me, I'll still slap the taste out your mouth talking to me. Here's Don Juan, whoo, that sounds a little about you. It sounds like you, Mama Joyce. And then Todd is out, in front of the area, whatever. And he's outside, in the hallway somewhere in the lines. But he is in there talking to his mom, and the mom was just like, how's everything holding up? And she makes come like, I'm okay as long as except with the threats and stuff. So, I was kind of wondering, did they edit some stuff that she might have said afterwards? Because she got more threats to say, I would personally fly there. But I don't know. But I kind of wondered, was that edited out? And so, all of a sudden, Don Juan and, and Mama Joyce, walk out of the theater and stuff. And that wasn't nice, y'all. I'm telling you, like I said, it's this dry cough. So, anyways, she, did y'all, when Q plays Candy's boyfriends or whatever his name is and whatever Candy's name is in this play. And when this Q started singing, I just started thinking about either Cupid or Anywhere. I don't know why I started thinking about one of the 112 songs. Because he was one of the main singers and, okay, yeah. But anyway, so here go Don Juan and Mama Joyce in the hallway, whatever. And here's Todd. And Todd's actually, this is a cool, you can't help but respect. He still is trying to try, even with the circumstance. So here's how Juan was like, what, y'all, don't you know this place better and stuff like that? So here go Juan, exit time. I'm out this bitch. And Todd and Mama Joyce are up there talking. He's telling her, showing around, like, here we're going to have the flyers and this and whatever else he's talking about. And he basically that's when he asked her, was like, when did you stop liking me? He just wanted to see what would go wrong. And here's Mama Joyce with a comment, I didn't stop liking you. I just lost respect for you or something like that, right? And, and he just wanted to know, like, basically, then she's talking about the comment about him losing maybe his job. And he's like this, I'm production. I do freelance. I got money saved, stuff like that. I wanted to spend time with her. She was trying to flip him around, make it like, she stayed because he was like, let me finish. She kept trying to pump it in. But she did admit, to a certain degree, I don't know if this is all true or not, but she does admit that when she lost one child, she's afraid to lose Candy as well, and possibly, maybe quote unquote, maybe the pocketbook, or that's what she thinks. And she knows she needs to work on it. We'll see. And so in other words, Todd just wants to work on them being in positive, because he didn't want to have a wedding where they weren't invited just one cousin. He wants to work in kumbaya and work in positivity, okay? Have positive going around. He doesn't want to. He still is trying to be, in a good stance with his future mother-in-law, now his mother-in-law. So he was like, can I give you a hug? And she said, sure. So I don't know if sincere is a word with Mama Joyce right now, but they were able. I wondered, did she object or try to object something or still start stuff? Because that's what he was concerned about. Like, you gotta, you're trying to set me up. You're saying I'm sleeping with her friend. All this other stuff. For Savara right now, kumbaya. Now let's get to Nene. With her, the one door open, one door closed. Nene has got to such big star status that I'm drinking some water, y'all. I'm so sorry. But anyways, so she is at star status, right? And her manager comes to talk to her, right? And she has passed a role such as with John Stamos, and I think it may be, I don't know if he's still on that show USA, what is it called, Therapy or Shock, I forgot what the name. I used to watch it. USA be having some good show as original shows, but I think that's what he's on now. That lady that's divorced, that she's a psychiatrist or something like that, and it's like sports therapy or something, venture around something. But anyways, she didn't pass on that. She also passed Miss Box, so I guess she feels like maybe they're washed up, because he's up here saying, well, have you read the script and stuff like that? She's like, Uh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Water break. But anyways, I'll come back to y'all because I'm about to cough and I want to keep. Okay, y'all. Hopefully there'll be last my the coughing fest. Yeah, I took a break, watched some Mary Medicine, and after this, and I'll finish it, then do that review. Hopefully, I can do that in one take. And also shout out to Random Majestic, also known as Safina. I was watching a video in between drinking some warm milk with honey, and shout out to her. Love that. That's one of my YouTube cousins right there too. And so yeah, welcome back, hun. What because she had to take a break. Understandable. But yeah, let's go to Miss Nene Leakes. She meets with her agent, manager, something like that. Her manager. He's been taking care of her for the last 4 years, and she meets him in a restaurant. She's working on a clothing line, get your money, whatever. Twirl to that. Oh, that's a Kenya thing, but I'm just saying. So he's basically gave her scripts, whatever, and John Stamos, who I think is on the show USA Channel, that USA is known to make good channels and stuff like that. Original series and stuff, right? Oh, she turned that down. Because, she's like, she gets offered stuff, but if she doesn't feel right, she feels right. In other words, she is so popular now that she has so many shows that she can pick and choose and just reject, okay? She is on Oscar nominated, been working with Jack Nicholson, Holly Berry, I'm just saying, she's up there, okay? She's singing up that young lady who just won for 12 years a slave level, okay? That's how popular Nene Leakes is. And we pause. So, anyways, she sat there, and then there was another show, Mr. Box Office. That's that show with Bill Bellman. I think Centric, that cable channels took over that, but I think it was on CW and another local channel with WB used to be on, stuff like that. She's all like, what is that channel? And she didn't read the script for that. Because she's above beyond. She got choices. She got many choices now. She can sit here and reject so many things. So she got money coming in like that. Okay, we pause. And so, he was even telling her, about taking acting classes. But she don't know what she can all do. Because she's saying that acting classes sometimes take away from your natural acting ability. And I like to know what natural acting ability that she had. Because even the manager's saying, like, we got to let you know you got to cry on cue and stuff. Because she's known for doing comedy stuff, but she wants to be taken seriously with drama. And we pause. And so, she's, like I said, she's basically saying, like, Glee. I think Glee is still on. She still, I think, is the coach on there. And that's it. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to. We see her clothing line. She has arrived, came back forward, turned, took two spots down, whatever. But yeah, she meets for clothing line, a lot of stuff she didn't like. And then, that was that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all it was. She's letting us know she's got so many things going on, blah, blah, blah. She can reject. I really thought I was going to maybe get through with that. Anyways, but yeah, she's got so much going on, y'all. And, but yeah, I can't believe she's rejecting John Stamos. I'm just saying but Nene's saying, like, acting schools are taken away from acting ability sometimes. I mean, there are people, don't get me wrong, that are natural born actors and they don't screen as vice versa. Just because whether you were in college or not, I mean, that's it's a whole nother darn video or topics or whatever. But I'm just saying, it's like, really? Really? Okay, next. I think that was all she was talking about. She didn't like some of the clothes from clothing line, and then she's liked a flaring shirt. That's about it. Or, one of them big shirt, what are they called? Kimiko shirts? I don't know. Then we got previews, right? Because really it was too much, not too much going on with her. We got the season finale, also known as Would You Please Get to the Damn Reunion, because it looks like another filler. Phaedra and her husband, whatever, the baby who knows more words than his daddy, and the baby looked like he's barely only 3 years old. Congratulations, mommy. And then we got Kenya. I mean, like I said, God rest the dog's velvet soul, but it was just like it's kind of almost like this. She go a little extra, you know what I mean? Because she's at Memorial, and I think Portia's going, to play, supposed to perform or something like that. And that's pretty much it, y'all. It's like, I ain't even too excited for the season finale. That's all I had to say. The rest of that thing. Y'all have a pleasant night, pleasant weekend. And sorry, y'all, about the coughing. But like I said, I'm still doing this ongoing cough on and off. It's not as bad as it was a couple days ago, but it's still there. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.